David Mercado joins us now on the live stage at Triple Crown Fireworks in Aurora, Colorado. It's our 12-field complex, Aurora Sports Park. Beautiful place to play ball. I know Colorado has become just a steady, standard part of your calendar every year. Appreciate you guys making the trip back. Athletics Mercado, you've got the 16s, among others who are here. Your 16-year-old team will be featured in an ESPN 3 game coming up. So, yeah, it looks like you got your TV look ready to go.
Yeah.
Tell us about the TV game experience first. I know you've been in it a couple of times in past years, too.
Yeah, I think it's a good experience. I mean, the girls enjoy it. Obviously, being in the power pool, that's a goal that we have every year, is to make that game. It's exciting. The girls, get some exposure. Their colleges get to look at them, and, it's exciting. So it's something that we definitely, have been fortunate enough to be in a couple times, and, obviously we're here again, which is exciting.
Yeah, that 14-year-old level, we were talking about that a little earlier tonight with Allison Morgenstern, one of the directors for Triple Crown Sports, and that 14s game every year is unbelievably fun to watch. Right. Impressive talent. You kind of forget how young they are when you're watching the game, and then you talk to them on the side and you remember how young they are. But on the field, they're absolutely dynamic, talented, and so you rise up through the ranks. And the experiences these players have, your players have had at a very young age. I mean, it's abnormal to have been through some of the things they've been through. It really develops a young person, from what I've seen, in ways that are only going to help them, give them more platforms to work off of moving forward.
Absolutely. I mean, our program is really developed that way. We like to start young, get the girls in at 9, 10 years old, and train them all the way up. So the group that we have in 16s right now that is the returning PGF national champions in 14 are a really special group. I mean, the schools they're going to, the softball IQ, the fact that they've just grown every single year here is definitely, what we're about. So we're excited about that.
Athletics program, you told me you've got 11 teams in the overall in the mix right now.
That's
just tell us about, if a family was talking to you and saying, okay, what's your thing? What's your special sauce? What is it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a special sauce. It's pretty black and white. I mean, I tell them up front, I'm not a fit for everybody. I demand a lot from the girls as an academy. Our coaches all the way down, Brian Tidney, who's my partner. Obviously we have a scheme, a system that's set in line for these girls. The accountability is very high. The expectations are very high. We strive for perfection, obviously, although we know we never get it, but it's something that we constantly push for, and it's just a way here, so that's something that I'm telling families right up front. The car rides home we talk about all the time in the academy are real important. How the parents feed their kids after the games, whether they did good or whether they did bad, is real important to our success with them. So that's a conversation that we have up front, but it's definitely something that's been successful with what we do. And like I said, it's not for everybody. Some kids get in there and it's just not a fit for them, and we understand that, but it is what we do.
Well, you play at a very high level, compete with the best of the best, and the assumption, I think, by people, and it may be right in some cases, is it's a 12-month, 365 commitment. But what does a year look like in your program? I mean, with the high times, maybe the back-off times, whatever that looks like, how does the year ebb and flow?
Yeah, it just goes, especially now with the recruiting starting so young. I think when we started this 7 years ago, it was 3 weekends on, 1 weekend off. But when the colleges are coming and it's these girls are playing sometimes 3 months straight, where they're not getting a weekend off, and the demand is high. But it is what it is, and we need to get them seen, and they understand that. And the commitment now is probably larger than it's ever been, and the girls are starting younger, and we do our best with it. So
you put your plan or you kind of your strategy together on a year-to-year basis of what you're going to do with that year. And Colorado is part of your calendar. What does this do for you and for your program being here at this event?
Oh, this is a huge event for us. Obviously, Triple Crown Sports puts on this event every year, and it's just definitely something we wouldn't miss as far as exposure, as far as the competition, facilities, everything. I mean, we're very excited to come to this every single year. It's a well-run tournament, and it's definitely a big one on our calendar. So,
who do you have tonight in that 16-year-old championship game? Who's your opponent?
Tennessee Fury. It's a very good
they're
program.
Back again. Yeah, they're frequent. What's that? What's your approach? How do you go about this game tonight?
We're just going to play softball. For us, it's just we don't try to make any game bigger than the next. And we want to compete. Make good decisions, and keep the game simple. As long as we can do that, then we've been pretty successful.
One of the beauties of the way this game is positioned is whatever happens tonight, you're gonna get up tomorrow morning and have some ball games.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, we use this game. I mean, obviously we compete. You know, we want to be competitive, but it's exciting for the girls. We're going to try to get all the girls in there and give them an opportunity to play, and you know, have that TV fun, and you know, we're excited about it.
Everybody have their little moment.
That's it.
You have a clip of themselves doing something.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow, you know, not that you weren't buckled down before, but you really starting on that Friday morning, you're buckled down, and all your teams are in kind of full go mode at that point. So it's with eight, you have 8 of them here, 8 of the teams you said here, and you got them spread up and down. This event geographically is spread out up and down the I-25 corridor in Colorado.
Absolutely.
How do you handle that? I mean, I know you try to get around and interact with more than just that one team.
Yeah, running around. I mean, it's been up to as much as 6 games in a day. You know, driving. You know, I'm in Denver, so I'm going a half an hour one way, then I'm going back an hour the other way, and then back a half hour. So I'm doing everything I can to get with all the teams. I think there's only one that I haven't been with so far, so it's been pretty successful, you know, trying to get out there and, you know, obviously support the girls, let them know that, you know, in this program we definitely do that, not just one team, but all our coaches, you know, anytime, you know, our coaches are around, whether it's a 10U team or a 16U team, they're in the dugout, they're helping out. So it's definitely a family unity that we build, and our, you know, coaching staff has everything to do with our success. So
you're doing a nice job with that. Congratulations on what's going on so far, and you got a lot more in the next few days coming up.
Right.
We'll let you get off to the your big TV appearance tonight. But before we do that, anything with the athletics program that we didn't talk about that you want to make sure gets said?
No, I think that, you know, if anything, you know, this year has been big for us, obviously, because we picked up DeMarini, which is, you know, our sponsor this year. And, you know, I want to thank them for that, obviously. And again, thank Triple Crown for everything that they do for us. But that's about it.
Well, I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight with the rest of the week.
Thank you.
David Mercado.